Hi, it's Ethan here again. I'm doing another video for my PC. I just did a video for the Corsair CX600M, which is a semi-modular power supply, which I am going to be now fitting in this PC. This is my custom-built PC. It's got a AMD FX 6350 6-core processor at 3.9 GHz, which is a stock speed, and then here we've got a AMD Sapphire HD 7870 graphics card, got 500 gig and 120 gig hard drive there, 8 gigs of Corsair Vengeance RAM, DDR3, Gigabyte ultra durable motherboard there. So obviously got the AM3 Plus socket for the FX processor. This is a CIT gaming case. You can find them on Amazon. I can't remember. I'll put the exact name of them here. So what I'm going to be doing today, obviously this is coming out. All I really need to do is unplug the cables, take this out, and put the new power supply in. But I am going to be doing a little bit of cleaning, and also for fun I want to take the whole thing apart and put it back together again. So what I'm going to show you is testing the new power supply, making sure it actually works. So what I'm going to do is just unplug this one, but leave it in the case, and plug the new power supply in, which is here. I'm just going to plug that in, make sure it posts, boots up into Windows and everything. And once we've done that, I will be removing everything from the case, cleaning it, and then I'll get back to you when I am reinstalling, installing this. So unfortunately, I'm having to undo a lot of the cable management I've done in this. Obviously it's a little bit messy. One of the reasons I wanted to get this new power supply is the cables on the power supply that's currently in here, which is a cheap as ships power supply. Literally came with this case, and it cost, and I'm not even kidding, like £3 extra to have the power supply in the case. That kind of probably gives you a little bit of an idea as to the quality of this power supply. Now obviously another problem, as you'll see as I take this apart, this power supply that doesn't really inspire a lot of confidence. I've got two adapters in this case, one of which is so the power supply can actually power the CPU, because the CPU needs an 8-pin connector here, but this power supply, even though it's a 750 watt power supply, only has a 4-pin connector for the CPU. I spoke to my uncle, who knows a lot more about computers than me, and he said that starts alarm bells for him. He says that's a little bit worrying for the power supply. Since I built it last summer, probably getting closer to September, I finished it. I've had this power supply and had no problems with it, but I've been wanting to change the power supply for ages, and this weekend just decided to screw it. I'm gonna get it done this weekend. So here's one of the adapters that I have to use. So this takes a Molex connector that you can see here and converts it to a 6-pin PCI connector, power connector. So I'll just try and tuck this away out the back. So there, out of our way now. In the dark, we are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard, and I wonder where you are. Just plugged in one of the modular cables. I'm going to connect this to this hard drive here. It's a 500 gig top one, which is my boot drive. So you can see here it's all plugged in. Switch power supply on. So this is a bit of a mess here, as you can see at the moment, but it's the truth, I will admit I am slightly nervous. Okay, it's powered on. Ooh, there we go, CPU fans going, screens come on. You can see the case fans on. BIOS speakers beep, so that means everything's checking out, everything's working. And we are booting Windows. Yes! There we go, we're in. It's working. Right, so my room is a tip right now. It's covered in dismantled computer and stuff. But I'm now at the stage where I'm going to fit the new power supply into here. We take a screw, a screwdriver. I'm going to put this top screw in first. There we go, that's the power supply installed. You can see hand sides down, nice and shiny look, Corsair logo. So I'll be back when all of this is installed back in here, I guess. Okay, so a quick update. I have done most of the cabling now, as you can see. These hard drives are all connected through SATA and they've got power, and I've managed to actually put the front panel connectors for this top bit here, the front panel, around the back, which I hadn't managed to do before. But I've actually managed to route most of the cables on before went down the middle of the case, kind of just turn this around. There used to be a load of cables coming down here and kind of along this bit. I've changed that so that now they all come through this hole here and then they can go down the back, which should neaten things up a little bit. I've used these twist ties to rather than the cable ties that came with the power supply, which I'm not sure where I put, but because this enables me to change anything if I need to. I can undo a cable and I can just put it back on. I don't have to get a new one, which is useful. Anyway, so that's where I'm at the moment. I haven't plugged in the power for the disk drive yet or anything, and I haven't put the graphics card in, so I'm going to put the graphics card in and the power for the graphics card, then I'm going to put the power in for the disk drive, and then we can make sure it boots up and I'm done. So this is all connected up now. Got the power and data for the CD/DVD writer and reader plugged in. Graphics card is all connected. As you can see, you can't see because there's not enough light. Just turn this in. There we go. You can see these are all connected in on the power supply at the top. So all that remains now really is put the side panel on and see if it posts. So you can see here these side fans connect onto here, and then that folds in. Side panel goes up. Just press that. That means those side fans will come on. I haven't put the screws in the back just in case I have to take the side panel off. The back or the right hand side panel, this one, it took a lot of getting back on because of all the cables behind there. I had to put the whole computer on its side so I could actually get that panel to slide into place. Fits quite snugly, but it does fit. Speaker's working, that's good. I think I've plugged in the hard drive LED indicator in the wrong way, which is what I did last time I built this computer, so I'll have to switch that around. As you can see, it's booted up. All the fans are on, front LEDs are on. Actually those top ones aren't, that's weird. I'll have to have a look at why they're not turning on, but for some reason they're not. But in terms of the computer actually functioning, it is. So that's brilliant. So I've tidied up a little bit, but my computer's over there now. Set this all back up. I've tidied up a little bit, but there's a bit of a problem. I've figured out why these LEDs at the top here and down here weren't turning on, and it's because this cable here, it's kind of snapped at the end. It's just snapped off. So what I'm going to have to do is try and remove this heat shrink here, and then I'm going to have to strip this cable back a little bit and try and twist the cables back together and then put some electrical tape on it because I don't have any heat shrink. and hopefully that will fix the problem. So it literally just turned off, unfortunately, before the camera would start recording. But I've done this. I've twisted these together. Look, got the heat shrink off, and just had it plugged in, and these LEDs were all on. So all that remains now is to put the case all back together, do the cable management, and I'll be done. So I have finished. It's all set up over here. I've put this chair out. Cables are nice and tidy, relatively tidy down there. Just watching a little bit of Luke Laugh's charity stream that he's doing this weekend. He's streaming for 21 hours, look. And just enjoying this. I'm going to play some games on this in a bit. Make sure that setup is working properly and the power supply is actually stable. But I thought it was going to blue screen then. My heart stopped for the moment, but it's not. It just went into the screensaver. Whew. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in another video at some point, maybe.